is now my distinct pleasure to present one of the founders of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, a popular and distinguished actor himself, Mr. Conrad Nagel.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We all know the Oscars. It's that one glamorous night of the year when A-list celebrities grace the red carpet, dazzling us with their designer gowns and suits. But beyond the glitz and glamour lies a fascinating history. Did you know that nearly a century ago, the Academy was formed stemming from the construction of one greedy man's dream home? Or that tickets to the star-studded event were a mere $5 and lasted only 15 minutes? And what about the enigmatic symbol of the Academy Awards, affectionately known as Oscar? Hi, I'm Ray, the theater guy, Broadway and Hollywood historian, lifelong learner, and host of this brand new series on my YouTube channel titled The Real Story. Join me as we embark on a journey to uncover the hidden tales behind Hollywood's most iconic night. The real story behind the Oscars. The year is 1927 and Hollywood is buzzing. In addition to the jazz singer known as the first talkie being released in theaters, there were also quite a few strikes and labor disputes among screen actors and studios. This led to the formation of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. It was founded by 36 influential figures in the film industry. Louis B. Mayer, head of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, along with actor Conrad Nagel, director Fred Niblo, and producer Fred Beatson, spearheaded the idea. Initially, the Academy aimed to address labor disputes and foster unity among various sectors of film production, including actors, writers, directors, producers, and technicians. But to understand the real story of why the Academy was formed, we have to go back 1 year, to 1926. This was the year Louis B. Mayer decided to build his dream beach house. As the West Coast chief for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Mayer, enjoying significant wealth and influence, sought to construct a quick getaway for his family. Recognizing the efficiency of studio construction workers, Mayer enlisted their help instead of traditional laborers, aiming to expedite the process. During this time, the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, also known as the IATSE, was making strides in organizing technical workers who migrated from theater to Hollywood. The resultant Studio Basic Agreement of November 29, 1926, marked a significant step in labor relations. Though it was not a formal contract, but rather a commitment to address grievances and dispute between select producers and union representatives. The emergence of labor organizing posed concerns for Mayer, particularly regarding potential unionization among the talent, actors, directors, and writers in the studio system of Hollywood, where few major studios held control over all aspects of film production and distribution. The possibility of losing control over talent was alarming. In response, Mayer founded the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in 1927, ostensibly advocating for employees. The Academy was exclusive, invitation-only, and aligned with management interests. The Academy Awards, introduced in 1929, served as a strategic move to mitigate scandals and exert creative control over filmmakers. Mayer viewed the awards as a means to incentivize filmmakers to align with studio visions. According to experts, the awards were instrumental in fostering a perception of talent as artists rather than laborers, thereby creating a division between them and technical union workers. Following its incorporation, the Academy gathered for a dinner at the Crystal Ballroom of the Biltmore Hotel in downtown Los Angeles to discuss the objectives of the organization. During the meeting, Cedric Gibbons, an art director at MGM, presented a sketch depicting a knight holding a sword positioned before a film reel. The 5 spokes of the reel symbolize the original 5 branches of the Academy: actors, directors, producers, technicians, and writers, while the sword signified protection for the industry's welfare and advancement. This design swiftly gained approval from the board of directors and graced the cover of the November 1927 issue of the Academy magazine. In early 1928, Gibbons enlisted the services of Los Angeles sculptor George Stanley to transform his 2-dimensional design into a 3-dimensional statuette. Collaborating closely, they refined the concept, with Stanley crafting several versions for Gibbons to choose from. The final design featured a sleeker depiction of the knight and relocated the film reel beneath its feet, thus giving rise to the iconic statuette that would come to be known as the Oscar. On May 16, 1929, the first Academy Award ceremony was held at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel's Blossom Room. It was a private dinner with 270 guests and only lasted 15 minutes. Tickets were just $5 each, the equivalent of $92 in 2025. At the dinner, 12 awards were presented by Academy President Douglas Fairbanks, along with 20 additional honorable mention certificates for runners-up in each category. The first award of the night for Best Actor was presented to Emil Jannings for his powerful performances in The Last Command and The Way of All Flesh. Jannings' portrayal of complex characters had captivated audiences and set a high standard for future winners. Janet Gaynor was honored as the first Best Actress for her remarkable work in 3 films: Seventh Heaven, Street Angel, and Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans. Her ability to convey deep emotion across different roles earned her this historic accolade. The night's biggest award, Best Picture, went to Wings, a World War I epic that dazzled audiences with its groundbreaking aerial battle scenes and heartfelt story. Directed by William Wellman, Wings remains a classic to this day. Frank Borzage took home the award for Best Director for his work on Seventh Heaven, a film that moved audiences with its tender romance and compelling narrative. Another key winner was Louis Milestone, who received the award for Best Director of a Comedy Picture for Two Arabian Nights, showcasing his versatility and comedic prowess. Best Writing went to Ben Hecht for his original story for Underworld, a gripping crime drama that showcased his talent for crafting intense, character-driven narratives. Joseph Farnham was recognized for Best Writing and Adaptation for The Last Command and The Way of All Flesh, where his ability to translate complex stories to the screen was truly celebrated. To honor technical excellence, the award for Best Engineering Effects was given to Roy Pomeroy for his work in Wings, highlighting the importance of innovation in film production. Charles Chaplin received an honorary award for The Circus, recognizing his versatility as an actor, writer, director, and producer. Additionally, Warner Brothers received a special award for producing The Jazz Singer, the first feature-length talkie which revolutionized the film industry by introducing sound to motion pictures. Though the winners had been announced 3 months prior, the inaugural ceremony marked the beginning of a timeless tradition. The following year, due to increased public interest, the ceremony was broadcast by local Los Angeles station KNX from the Coconut Grove of the Ambassador Hotel where the event took place.
Hello from Hollywood.
William C. DeMille hosted the ceremony, which honored films released between August 1st, 1928 and July 31st, 1929. The Broadway Melody won Best Picture, and 7 films each won 1 award. For the second ceremony in 1930 and throughout the first decade, the winners were provided to newspapers to publish at 11 p.m. on the night of the event. However, in 1940, the Los Angeles Times revealed the winners before the ceremony even started. This led the Academy in 1941 to adopt the use of sealed envelopes to keep the winners confidential until the official announcement.
And the winner is?
Bear Country, Walt Disney Productions, Walt Disney Producers.
The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences 25th Annual Academy Awards.
The first televised Academy Awards ceremony, also known as the 25th Academy Awards, took place on March 19, 1953. The ceremony was broadcast live on NBC from both the RKO Pantages Theater in Hollywood and the NBC International Theater in New York City. Bob Hope hosted the Hollywood portion of the ceremony, while Frederick March presented awards in New York. The event was scheduled from 10:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in order to avoid affecting Broadway and movie revenues. In addition to the live broadcast, 106 NBC TV stations and 190 NBC radio stations carried the ceremony. And the Armed Forces Radio Service made it available to 69 foreign stations and 31 million radio listeners overseas.
And now, for the first time in color, the 38th Academy Awards!
The first Academy Awards ceremony to be broadcast in color was the 38th Academy Awards, held on April 18, 1966. The ceremony was held at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium in Santa Monica, California, and was once again hosted by the legendary Bob Hope. This milestone event was aired on the ABC network and marked a significant moment in the history of the Oscars. The broadcast of the Oscars in color brought a new dimension to the viewing experience, making the event more vibrant and visually engaging for audiences at home. This change paralleled the broader shift in television from black and white to color broadcasting during the 1960s, making the Oscars a leader and embracing new technology. The 38th Academy Awards ceremony not only celebrated the year's best performances, but also set a precedent for future broadcasts, enhancing the allure and spectacle of Hollywood's most prestigious night. Now, what about the name Oscar? Officially known as the Academy Award of Merit, the iconic statuette is more commonly referred to by its nickname Oscar. The nickname has a bit of a mysterious origin, with several competing stories about how it came to be. The most popular theory is that of Margaret Herrick, a librarian for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Upon seeing the award on the desk of an executive, Herrick remarked, "He reminds me of my uncle Oscar," referring to Oscar Pierce, a Texas fruit and wheat grower, who in reality was her mother's first cousin. One of the more colorful theories is that Oscar was named by Bette Davis, one of Hollywood's most legendary actors. Upon receiving the statuette in 1936, Davis remarked that its naked rear end reminded her of her husband, Harmon Oscar Nelson, after getting out of the shower. Another story credits Hollywood columnist Sidney Skolsky, who reportedly coined the nickname in his column in 1934, when Katharine Hepburn won her first Best Actress award, describing her win as an Oscar success. The nickname gained widespread use by 1934, leading the Academy to officially adopt Oscar for the Academy Award of Merit statuette in 1939.
Isn't it bright and shiny?
Oh, it's beautiful.
So while the true origin is debated, Herrick's offhand remark is the most widely accepted explanation. The original statues were cast, molded, and polished at C.W. Shumway and Sons Foundry in Batavia, Illinois. In 1982, production moved to Owens & Company in Chicago. Since 2016, the Oscars have been crafted by the Polish Talix Fine Art Foundry, a 105,000 square foot facility, and Rock Tavern, New York. Initially made of solid bronze and plated with gold, the statue saw a change during World War II due to metal shortages, and they were made from painted plaster for 3 years. Post-war, the Oscars reverted to their metallic composition. Today, they are made from gold-plated potassium, a pewter-like alloy, and coated in 24-karat gold. Each statue stands 13.5 inches tall and weighs a hefty 8.5 pounds.
Whoa, this is heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
While the Oscars have always been a stage for elegance, celebration, and recognition of cinematic brilliance, amid the glitter and gold, the ceremony has also given rise to unforgettable moments that have left audiences worldwide astonished, amused, and sometimes utterly shocked. Here are 12 of some of the most memorable, unexpected events that have ever graced the Oscars.
Hey, that's good. Look at us.
Nice.
Number 12. In 1969, in a rare Oscar moment, Barbra Streisand for Funny Girl and Katharine Hepburn for The Lion in Winter both won Best Actress in a tie.
It's a tie. The winners are Katharine Hepburn in Lion in the Winter and Barbra Streisand.
Known for her disdain for public appearances and award shows, Hepburn was not present. Streisand, on the other hand, accepted her award and famously remarked, "Hello, gorgeous," upon receiving her statue, making history alongside Hepburn.
Hello, gorgeous.
Number 11. In 1973, Marlon Brando, awarded Best Actor for his role in The Godfather, declined the honor instead.
He very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award.
Native American activist Sacheen Littlefeather took the stage representing Brando to protest Hollywood's portrayal of Native Americans.
And the reasons for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry. Excuse me.
The act was both powerful and controversial and gave way to future change in the industry. Number 10. In 1974, as host David Niven was speaking, a streaker dashed across the stage, flashing a peace sign. Niven's quick wit, "The only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings," turned an awkward moment into a memorable one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was almost bound to happen. But isn't it fascinating to think that probably the only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings.
Number 9. In 1989, the opening act, featuring Rob Lowe and an actress playing Snow White, was met with criticism and bewilderment. The number, deemed bizarre and off-putting, quickly went down in Oscar infamy.
Used to work a lot for Walt Disney, starring in cartoons every night and day.
But you said goodbye to Grumpy and Sleepy, left the dwarves behind, came to town to stay.
Number 8. In 2003, in a surprising and bold move, Adrian Brody kissed Halle Berry after winning Best Actor for The Pianist. The unscripted kiss caught Barry and the audience completely off guard, creating an unforgettable Oscar moment.
I bet they didn't tell you that was in the gift bag. Oh my God.
Number 7. In 2009, the late Heath Ledger was honored with a posthumous Best Supporting Actor award for his role as the Joker in The Dark Knight. The poignant moment saw his family accept the award on his behalf, moving the audience to tears.
Firstly, we'd like to thank the Academy for recognising our son's amazing work. This award tonight would have humbly validated Heath's quiet determination to be truly accepted by you all here, his peers, within an industry he so loved. Thank you.
Number 6. In 2012, Angelina Jolie's striking pose, revealing her leg through a high slit in her gown, became an instant viral sensation. Her confident stance was replicated and parodied countless times, becoming an iconic Oscar image.
We bow to our fellow nominees.
Number 5. In 2013, Seth MacFarlane's turn as host was marked by a series of edgy jokes, none more infamous than his musical number We Saw Your Boobs, which listed actresses who had appeared topless in films.
Meryl Streep, we saw your boobs in Silkwood. Naomi Watts in Mulholland Drive. Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut. Marissa Tomei in The Wrestler, but we haven't seen Jennifer Lawrence's boobs at all. We saw your boobs.
The performance sparked widespread controversy and debate. Number 4. Also in 2013, winning Best Actress for Silver Linings Playbook, Jennifer Lawrence's ascent to the stage was dramatically interrupted by a fall. Her grace and humor in recovering endeared her even more to fans.
Thank you. You guys are just standing up because you feel bad that I fell, and that's really embarrassing, but thank you.
Number 3. In 2014, John Travolta's introduction of Idina Menzel as Adele Dazeem left everyone bewildered.
Please welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
The flub became a meme sensation and a memorable Oscar moment, with Menzel herself later having fun with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my very dear friend, Glom Gazingo.
Number 2. In 2017, the world watched in disbelief as La La Land was mistakenly announced as the Best Picture winner.
La La Land.
Moments later, the error was corrected to reveal that Moonlight was the true victor.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Moonlight won. Come on, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
The envelope mix-up remains one of the most talked about blunders in Oscar history. And number 1, one of the most outrageous incidents happened in 2022. The Oscars took a shocking turn when Will Smith walked onto the stage and slapped Chris Rock after a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
The incident overshadowed the evening and led to widespread media coverage and debate. As punishment for slapping Rock, Will Smith was barred from attending future Oscars ceremonies for 10 years.
That was greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
These moments, spanning decades of Oscar history, remind us that while the Academy Awards celebrate cinematic excellence, they also serve as a stage for the unexpected and the unforgettable. The Oscars stand as the pinnacle of recognition in the film industry, spotlighting exceptional talent and setting benchmarks for excellence. Their influence extends beyond mere accolades, shaping industry trends, driving economic success, and impacting cultural conversations worldwide. By celebrating the best in cinema, the Oscars not only honor artistic achievement, but also inspire future generations of filmmakers to push the boundaries of creativity and innovation. Thanks so much for watching this video and taking a deep dive with me into the history of the Oscars. If I happen to miss anything, please comment below with one of your favorite Oscar memories. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weekly episodes of The Real Story.